Previously on Saving Throw. Run, little rats. Run. Our party tried to fight Tiel. And she looks at Ash and goes, all right then, you die first. And she grabs you by your doctor's apparel and she just jams your face into the fire.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
I'm going down because of this too. A 0 for me, by the way.
Oh, are you kidding me? I rolled exactly a 4. I'm down.
That's going to be 12 damage to Ash.
I'm down again.
Survive. Please survive. Amelia's slowly getting to her feet and dusting the snow off and the damage off, and now stood alongside all of you across from Tiel. Tiel speaks. Fine. One more corpse. The more the merrier. The more magic for it to eat once you're all dead. And that is going to be... I'm going to call that Tiel's turn. Win.
Yeah. Okay.
Quick clarification. Did Tiel say that's more magic for it to eat?
Correct.
Okay.
It's gonna be a crystal.
Quick question. I have this staff. 2 things. 1, how much, what kind of action does it take? Action, bonus action, nothing?
This is the weather staff, whatever the fuck I called it.
Yeah.
Action or bonus.
Action or bonus. 2, is sunny a weather?
So, yes, it is. There might be complications. I would say realistically, you're at the South Pole and it's the dark time of year. But fuck it, it's a magical item. Use it.
Okay. So
I'm just gonna say it's gonna work. Go for it.
All right. So I'm gonna move up. Let's start off here, and I'm gonna make everywhere very well. Hold on. I need to roll a d10.
This determines the intensity of the weather.
Intensity of the sun. I want it to be very, very sunny.
Okay.
Sunny day out here.
It's always sunny in Rotbar.
That's pretty good.
Come on.
Where we are not.
That's a 10.
Woo! I'm gonna say it becomes desert levels of sunny here.
Let's fucking go.
Okay, it's I don't fully understand what you're going for, but yeah. So you raise the what's it called again? What the fuck do I call it?
It's someone's staff.
Right, someone's staff. Oh, that's funny.
That's really
forgot
good.
about
Does
that.
TL know what that is? I'm gonna roll a history check for TL real fast now. You extend someone's staff upwards, and the clouds above you part. And despite the fact that it is both snowing and nighttime, the sun burns through above. And
I forgot it was night. This makes sense.
it's very bright. It's desert bright. It doesn't burn the snow or anything because it is still cold here. A sudden appearance of sunlight doesn't make snow go away. Yeah, it worked. I don't know what you're going for, but it worked.
My next thing is I'm gonna dash to. I think I can make it here. Is that 120 feet?
It's 110. You can move 2 more. I got
2
you.
more. Nice. Awesome. I want to try to go grab some reinforcements because we're doing bad. So first, make it sunny because 1, I don't think she works well in the sun. It's she's darkness and she looks pretty.
She uses death rune. She's not a vampire.
Well, look.
Okay.
Did Carrie not take bonus radiant damage?
Yeah.
Correct.
She's covered in
Does anything.
This is a plant growth moment, 100%.
Yeah.
The other thing
Sure
is,
feels like
the other thing is, I want to wake up this camp. It's it's fantasy 3 a.m. I want to go wake up this camp.
Okay.
I think. I mean, they're on their way, kind of.
I do want to point out the fire at the end of the plaza, but go. That's fine.
Yeah, for the.
Also, did Wynn walk past TL?
It's
Isn't there an attack of opportunity there?
She's already used her reaction.
She's had a turn since then.
Okay.
She has had a turn since then.
However, when I'm gonna give you something because what
Just
the fuck,
move
dog?
Lynn back 10 feet and
No,
we could've just gone farther
no.
around.
No, I'm gonna. Yeah, that's also true. I'm just gonna give it to you that your sun move distracted her enough that you managed to get by. And she's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
How is it sunny now?
Junver reaction to plant growth.
Junver, go ahead.
I'm pretty sure I can make it over here. Yeah, just barely, but I can make it. Hello. I would like to hit you again, please.
Hello. Hello there.
I have no more tricks in my bag, so this is all I am.
I don't think many of us do.
Yeah.
This one definitely hits. That's
Please,
23.
damage guy.
So 23, which hits for 14 damage.
So, in reaction to your miss hit, she does get her reaction in, and she is going to attack you back.
Should have attacked Win starts taking damage.
Win is fine. That doesn't fucking hit you even a little bit.
Wasn't Win the one who saw the murder anyway? Fuck this.
So I'm gonna you swing, she dodges, she swings, you dodge, and you bang catch her with the shield. What was the damage?
14.
So you trade blows with Tiel, and you get the better of her.
That's pretty good.
John, for anything else?
I ain't got shit left on abilities, so.
Charon, you're alive.
First of all, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna tell Amelia, thanks for showing up, tell a mask friend, and kind of give I raise my I pull out my throwing axe, the axe of Dracothy, and I give her a kind of a salute, and then I throw my axe towards the clump of those people. I'm trying to hit her. It's 50 feet of range attack, which is perfect.
Okay. Yeah.
But here's what I want to do. I don't know if I really want to attack there. I just want to get over there.
So this is Cade's throwing axe is a weapon that you have had a lot of time with now.
Yes.
If you want to do some fuck shit where it's I want to throw the axe and then as it's about to hit her, teleport and
literally do what she just did to you back to her.
Well, the reason is, I want to get over to my boy Ash on the ground, but to use a healing potion, it's an action on another person that's not you.
Now, just
so I don't know
if roll at this point.
But I don't know if I use the axe to get closer, are we counting it as my action to get there?
Throwing the axe is an action.
Okay.
Throwing the axe is an action. Activating the axe's ability is a bonus action.
Okay.
But I couldn't feed it. I couldn't quaff him a potion in the same turn.
No.
Okay, then I will move 50 feet instead.
But if you are doing a combined attack with the axe,
yes.
If you want to teleport and punch her, that is one action.
Well, the one flaw with that is I'm out of key points. So I can't do my hands of healing anymore. That's the one flaw.
Just get the attack off on her, and then heal him next turn.
No. I'm a doctor first. I go and heal Ash with a healing potion with my action.
Are you still holding Cade's axe as you run? Or is it on your hip?
Yeah, sure.
She is hit by Junver, and then you dash over, and it's at your side or whatever, and her eyes snap to it. And she goes, "Why do you have that?"
None of your business. You killed the speaker, so you silenced the voice, so I'm silencing myself right now. So I heal Ash with a healing potion for my action after moving 50 feet to get over here. Bend over, heal my boy. Get up. You still got time. And
What's
then
the roll on that?
2d4 plus 2 for a healing potion.
2d4.
Just realized I was muted. I said it 3 times.
Chris, refresh my memory in the flashbacks we had in the last arc. What was Tiel's relationship?
7
with
HP.
Cade, Marin, and Tiel were all married.
Oh,
I
missed that part.
That's right. I remember. I do remember talking about it, and I forgot it though.
I will bonus action use my other healing potion here.
Damn it! I would have asked a question about that instead. Damn it.
Okay.
Chiron.
That's my turn.
Yeah. Tiel completely ignores Junver and Alistair as you are doing this, and just basically, can't step over him because he's up now, but that walks to the side and just grabs you, and with her bladed hand just makes repeated stabbing motions at you.
Damn, she is very devoid.
My mask is, by the way, flavor text. I had my Oni I
love that you woke up and immediately changed mask.
His last one just got burnt.
It's burnt up now. It's half melted, but the demon side, you can see still one of the horns is going out the other side, but the other side is melted over like that.
Honestly, that's cooler.
Pretty fucking sick.
That's awesome. Yeah. 2 of those attacks hit, 1 did not.
I think Kyron's going back down.
First one is 11.
Yep, he's going back down.
Second one is 12. Yes, 12.
I am down.
Okay. And she takes Cade's axe off of Kyron's body.
Shit.
I mean, she can fucking teleport already. It didn't change anything.
Alistair.
Man.
Your call stone flashes and shakes slightly in your pocket pouch. I don't know where you keep it.
We did tell them.
We did tell you to send a thing. Yeah.
Because at the very end of last session, you did send a message across, basically saying, "Holy shit, TL's here! Beans." Your call stone flashes and lights, and this is not going to cost you an action.
I'm going to check
your cell phone. Yeah. Just the word "incoming" is printed on it.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
I really want this to fucking work. This liar's candle. I guess I should say I'm kind of concealing myself behind Amelia to try and hide the candle. Although not that I think she would. In this moment, actually, fuck it. I don't think she's really thinking, "Hey, what's this magical item this guy who's almost dead is carrying?"
She's also already seen it.
She has.
True.
It hurt her friend. Who's not dead?
She's dead.
Somebody hurt her worse.
We saw you in visions from Arle, Tiel. Seems like even then you had a bit of a hot temper, and this things we've heard from Marin herself. Do you doubt that what you're doing is the right thing? That the reason things fell apart with you and the guild and Marin and, dare I say, it's Cade himself. Do you think they'd be happy with you? With what you've done? With what you're doing?
Whereas Tiel earlier was kind of ignoring and shrugging off your remarks, whatever you said or something about what you just said struck a chord with her, definitely. And she turns, looking directly at you, holding Cade's axe tightly in her fist, so much so that it is shaking a little bit. I don't care anymore what they think of me. If they thought anything of me, they wouldn't have left me out here alone. They would still care, but all Marin cares about is keeping Cade's lights on and Arle's dead. Emil doesn't give a fuck. Ravion's gone. Les is an idiot. And she's just barking and angry, and nothing. The Liar's Candle does not react to what she's saying. Whatever she is shouting, she believes.
What if I told you that Marin was on her way right now, and I have the call stone to prove it? I'm bluffing a little.
Tia, that's not a lie though. It's the kill isn't. It's true.
Well, do we know it's Marin who's coming?
That's a good point.
Also, this is a lot of dialogue for one round of combat.
Yeah, well, fuck off.
Talking's a free action. We're monologuing. It's a boss fight.
Let me read.
We're Curse of Strahd, David. It's fine.
Yeah.
Does Alistair believe that? Let's just call it that way.
I mean, dog, if they know that Teal's here and they're not sending Marin or some of the other major heroes, I'm gonna be fucking pissed off when whoever shows up does show up.
Tiel responds, "Marin can't kill me." And the candle does not shoot her.
Fuck off. Damn it.
And fuck it, I'm just gonna read the thing, because let's have a little fun here, you know?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Almost like it was on cue. In the space before you all, between you and Tiel, I guess you particularly in this case being Alistair, a large round circle of runes and light appears, carving itself into the air. And in a moment, like a door opening, you see somewhere else through that forming portal. Tiel takes a step back and running, really flying through the portal as fast as a bolt of lightning, you see Marin.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's
I was
fucking
fucking
go.
right. It feels good.
Oops, there's two Marins. Oops, two Marins.
What the fuck, two Marins?
What the fuck, two Shens? She.
I wish we had Shen, dude. That's
He
it.
would,
Could've used that shield a few times.
Thornmail with Taunt, have Thornmail and Merc Treads.
He could have TP'd into this fight way earlier.
Yeah, did he get a stand united? Kept one of us alive?
She sprints towards Tiel, and Tiel jumps backwards, but not far enough as Marin quickly steps forward and swings her fist into Tiel, sending the elf flying backwards, bouncing and sliding off the stone with no control until eventually slowing to a halt somewhere between where Marin stands and Wynn now is.
God damn, that's really far.
Darme Ondal also steps through.
Oh,
the
hell
portal.
Yeah.
Fuck
Oh
yeah!
yes. Yes.
Hot orc lady.
And it quickly closes behind her, almost like the very portal falls apart, not just dissipating like the usual teleport she sends you guys around with. She moves in the front of Ash and Chiron and get behind me. She speaks, stumbling over her words a bit as she digs her boot into the stone and extends her hands up, lowly chanting something in Orcish, and a large wall of radiant light magic begins to form with her and those of you behind her on one side, and Merren, Tiel, and Wynn on the other.
Oh, right. And
Good luck out there, Win.
Hey, it's okay. Win hasn't taken any damage yet. I just want to get that out there again.
That's fair. Just to clarify, is the wall up or is it like in the process of coming up?
It's like forming. You can't tell if it's something you can pass through or not without interacting with it.
Okay.
Give me an Arcana check. You gotta roll real good, buddy, but I'll give you the chance.
13 on the die, which is a 12.
From what you know about light magic, you can maybe pass through it.
Sure.
Am I allowed to roll for Arcana?
Sure.
Because I rolled a nat 20.
Light magic in general is more like deals with the magical plane. It's pretty likely you can walk through this, but if you tried to shoot, let's say, a magical arrow at it, it would probably block that.
Oh, okay.
For those of us that still think our character is cognizant enough to roll a check, can I have a perception check or insight check, dealer's choice?
Absolutely. I still take these at disadvantage, but and that's not one. So that's an 8. It's still an 8. But...
You're like, holy shit, is that Marin from the movies?
Oh, does perception get affected by exhaustion?
It does, yes.
God damn it.
Yep.
I actually rolled pretty shitty and only rolled a 9.
I got a 10.
I also got a 9. I rolled an 8 and a 5.
Did Chiron roll or not roll?
He's dead.
Nope. I'm down.
Oh, you're down, right? Of
I'm
course.
dead.
I know.
Thank you.
Jennifer, Ash, and Alistair. It's plain to see, especially with her, right there beside you. Darme Ondal is fucking terrified. Her hands shake, and with every motion, that wall of light she puts up seems to tremble along with her. Her whole body seems to waver as she repeatedly chants something in Orcish, which is keeping that wall off. It's a
Wish I could
verbal
witness
spell.
it. I'd be probably enthralled.
And for a bit here, everything stops. Tiel, getting back to her feet, drops her hands, drops the magic from her hands, and her and Marin just kind of look at one another. Wynn,
Hi.
are you in theory could do something right now, or are you just kind of watching what's happening?
Fuck.
Pull a Piccolo, grab her from behind, hold her still while she does the Kamehameha.
I think
Honestly?
I think you should take damage because you haven't done that yet.
I'll, you know what? Fuck it. I'm really bad at this, but it seems like the right thing to do. I want to try to grapple her. From
Oh, I
behind.
didn't actually mean to do that.
No, look. I don't want to fucking attack her right now, but I could try to grapple her. I'm really bad at it.
That's true. She's probably distracted. She might have disadvantage or something.
Well, grapple is.
I mean, I also have disadvantage.
Yes.
So I would even out.
Win! I have disadvantage and +2.
Win. What are you doing?
I'm doing it. I'm grappling. I'm gonna roll it.
You run towards TL. Go roll your die.
It's a 13.
It's not bad for disadvantage.
Yeah, better than I expected.
Yeah.
It's an athletics check.
Oh, it's athletics?
Yeah.
Oh, Christ. I gotta scroll way the fuck up. I thought it was just strength. I know that
I mean,
one.
it's based on strength, but if she has proficiency.
Oh, she doesn't. What'd you roll?
13.
13.
Okay, yeah. You rush towards TL, and Marin goes, "Win, don't!" And TL immediately like sidesteps and grabs you and slams you down into the stone. And as she goes to like pull magic in her hand, Marin dashes forward and swings at TL again, who steps out of the way.
God damn it.
Okay.
Oops.
Great.
Marin grabs you in by like the shirt and just slides you along the bridge back towards Darmay and the rest of them.
Okay. So like here?
I'm gonna say you pass. Yeah, you pass. I can't move you for some reason. And you pass through the wall and like skid to a stop next to Darmay. And Denver, seeing that the wall is is like movable through, do you do anything, or are you just now also watching?
No, shit.
Guys,
She told us
you are
not
not
to.
helpful in this situation.
I'm not attacking. I walk up, drink a potion because I think that's a bonus action, right?
Sure, it doesn't matter for the purposes. You're not technically in this fight right now. Like, you know, she's not gonna stop you from. She's not gonna shoot a potion out of your hand. Like fucking
9 health,
yeah.
so that's cool. And I just pull my shield up and say to Marin, "You have my shield."
Marin like turns and like sees you and like keeps her eye is like looking between you and TL and goes, "God fucking damn it." And TL speaks, looking at Marin, kind of just ignoring you, Junver. And Win, you also noticed that when TL attacked you, she also did not take her eyes off of Marin.
Great.
She speaks to Marin. "You look old, dear." Her tone is still snarky and harsh, like when she was shit-talking all of you. But there's something else to it. Something between concern and spite. Shut up.
So divorced.
Marin says...
So divorced.
Marin says, "Shut up," the moment TL says dear. Her breathing is heavy. And Junver, you can see from here, her chest is rising and falling shakily with every breath. TL extends her hand, and that bow and arrow once again form. "That's all you have to say. After all this time, what have you just buried what remains of us?" she asks before pulling back and launching an arrow forward at Marin directly. Marin steps back a bit and then steps forward into the arrow, fist cracking it as it flew just perfectly close and knocking it into the ground. Stones and bricks from the bridge scatter and fly as it leaves basically a chunk out of the stone flooring. And quick as can be, Marin snatches a brick and a chunk of rock from like the flying debris, and in one fluid motion pitches them at TL at like high speed.
Nice.
And TL jumps back, now standing on the edge of the bridge here, and quickly knocks and fires 2 arrows in quick succession, meeting the brick and rock in their course and knocking them out of the air. TL speaks again. "You know, you have a tell, dear. You never talk when you're afraid." Is anyone from our party doing anything? I just want to give you all opportunity before I read large blocks of text.
I would like to convert my last 3 remaining sorcery points into a level 2 spell slot and cast Aid on me and Chiron. And
I was gonna say I was gonna try and stabilize him if nobody else did.
give me Alistair and Chiron 5 HP.
Cool, thank you.
Does she still have Cade's axe?
Yes. Actually, sorry. I'll roll for that because she did get clocked. No, she dropped it when Marin punched her, so it's kind of it's over here-ish.
I guess the only other thing I would do then is I would move forward because, hey, if two of the biggest legendary heroes are fighting, I'm going to fucking watch that.
I as soon as I kind of like give like a nice nod gesture to Ash of like respect, and then I teleport to the Cade Axe and then action dodge right here.
Okay.
I just want to get closer.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like Marin turns, like seeing out now, Chiron behind her and goes, "Get behind the wall! It's not safe, you idiots!" I mean, do you react to that, Chiron, or whatever?
Oh no, I still go to the axe and grab it. If you want me to move back behind the wall, I can. If you
Like
let me.
she's telling you to. If you,
Okay,
it's up. It's
yeah.
as a character, like, do you or do you not? Okay, yeah. Junver, do you?
Can I make a perception or insight to check to kind of like, I'm trying to read whether Tiel, by jumping on top of the side of the bridge, is planning to like
Try to escape.
She still has her
escape, or
It's yeah. Give me roll a die.
Disadvantage.
Insight disadvantage check.
they're the same. That's 16.
Wow.
So
Shit.
she still
I rolled
has
double 12.
She still has her bow pulled, and it's still aimed directly at Marin.
Not bad.
Judging by the way it was going earlier, where like, you know, she would dodge and move around constantly. This looks more like that than an attempt to escape. She moved there because it was like convenient positioning, rather than I'm gonna jump off and do a fucking Assassin's Creed escape.
Okay. I'll like take like 2 steps back, but not quite behind the wall.
So like Chiron goes, and then you start to go, and you don't go fully, and Marin turns, "I told you to get," and then Tiel shoots, and Marin has to roll and dodge out of the way. And Tiel snaps, "Why do you care about them more than me?"
It's your bitch. I say that out loud.
Damn.
And Marin got her! Marin exhales sharply, tightening her fist again. "Shut up," she says to Tiel, not to you. She goes, "Do you want me to be happy to see you? Look at you! You've turned yourself into whatever the fuck that is. I had hoped you'd stopped. I had hoped you weren't one of them. I hoped you were dead. Do you think that was easy? Every day my best case scenario was that you were dead too? But instead, you're..." And Marin pauses, not for effect, like she ran out of words. And Tiel says, "What? Instead I'm alive? Is that the problem? Or is it that you can't tell me what to do? Is it that I've gotten stronger and all you've gotten is older, weaker, more afraid?" And Marin drops her head a bit. "Instead, you're nothing, Tiel. There's nothing left of you. I wish she was still in there. I wish there was something of the person I love in there." And Tiel draws an arrow again, pulling in a large amount of magic, very similar to when she was charging before Junver. Her bow growing larger and wrapping around her, almost like wings of silver and gold magic that twist and writhe.
I would like to chuck 2 bucklers the moment I see her doing this, if that's cool.
Go for it.
I got 20 on the first one.
Okay.
Thank you to Bless. Hashtag Bless. I did not get anywhere near that on the second one, so I'll just roll.
You know, you Captain America, your 2 bucklers, and the first, or the one that misses, flies into her cloud of magic and just burns to a crisp and falls apart. And the other one catches Tiel in the shoulder and sticks into her, like is caught in her physically, but she's still holding the bow and charging.
If it matters, it did 14 damage.
And just I'm gonna read the thing
I would
again,
like to move
'cause-
behind the wall after
Yeah,
I
okay.
do that.
Let me finish reading the thing though, because it does matter.
yeah.
So Tiel draws an arrow again, pulling in a large amount of magic. Her bow growing larger and wrapping around her like wings of silver and gold magic that twist and writhe. And in response to Marin, she says, "And I wish I still loved you."
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, damn.
Marin drops her head
Brutal.
lower as Tiel speaks, and she replies with a grumpy noise. Tiel of Kinmar, on behalf of the Ascenian Empire, I revoke your titles and place you under arrest for murder, conspiracy, and intent to destroy the hearth. She speaks sadly and then adds, Tiel, don't run. And for just a moment, lightning, not even that, a little spark jolts across Marin's clenched fists, bouncing along her fingers, and Tiel seems to tense at that, like sliding her foot back, but has nowhere behind her because behind her is the pit of the bridge. Tiel says, you sound like you rehearsed that. Tiel almost hisses the words out and her eyes move beyond Marin to all of you hiding behind Darme's wall. I know I can't outrun you, dear, but we both know you'll choose them over me.
No, fuck.
You'll never choose me, she speaks, and whereas almost everything Tiel says sounds bitter, for a second she sounds genuinely sad. She pulls back even further, that arrow practically bursting with magic, as she raises her arm to the side and then jolts it to the side of Marin and fires it at all of you with Darme. Darme yelps as the arrow flies and drops her hands, covering her face on sheer impulse, and the wall falls as her poise does.
Hey!
Marin dashes forward, a small trail of lightning cracking on the floor as she moves toward Tiel, but as the arrow goes to her side, she changes course and moves to intercept it, attempting to punch that one away as well, but as her fist collides with it, the arrow explodes, and Marin is knocked to the ground by the explosion. Tiel's shadowy magic splits as the arrow dissipates, and like she's cut apart, she vanishes into nothing. Marin is knelt on the ground, her light armor half scorched from the explosion, one hand tightly gripping her own hair and the other limp at her side, still smoking from blocking the arrow. Darme is, for lack of a better term, cowering, arms covering her face as she nervously mutters to herself. Amelia rushes backwards to the speaker's side, frantically pulling bandages from her pack to cover the wound of the speaker that has long since bled out. Yeah. Let's take a break.
Yeah.
And then wrap up because we're almost at the end, but
yeah.
I gotta piss.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yes, so you are here in the relatively destroyedness of Aurora. After Tiel vanishes, her flames snuff out and the ways clear effectively. Marin is laid out. Darme is sitting there having a panic attack, and Amelia is over the corpse of the speaker.
Quick question: is Marin like unconscious laid out, or just like hurt laid out?
From where you're standing, you don't believe she's unconscious, but you don't know more than that.
Okay.
Does anyone have a healing potion? Anyone
do,
got one
yeah.
left? Give it to Marin.
Don't tell me what to do with my potions, sir.
Please give it to Marin.
I will walk over and medicine check her first.
You go towards Marin and give me a medicine check before you even fucking get to her.
Fuck, I have fucking exhaustion again.
Yes, you do have exhaustion.
Shit.
Everyone not named Ash has exhaustion. He's
Okay,
great.
I actually rolled really well on the medicine check. Who gives a shit? Fuck your medicine check, 20.
Ooh. Like just looking at her, like she is hit substantially, but is still conscious first of all, and like is still in what you would call as a in a battlefield sense battle ready. Like
she's not down. I wouldn't have to like stabilize her.
No. She's not like down at all like that. You go towards Marin and you hear crying. Her body shakes and like her stomach goes in and out like a child trying to fight back tears and utterly failing at it. Do you like touch or like say anything or?
Well, with my 8 in charisma, let's do this thing. And my 8 in charisma and disadvantage on ability checks.
Terrible idea.
Marin. Hey, you're not over here. You don't know my life.
You can't even see this.
He probably can, but Marin, I know firsthand what it's like to lose somebody and lose them in a brutal way that you don't know how to respond to. I know it's not much, but I will do my best to help out in any way if you need. I don't know what you people say, a shoulder to cry on, but I'm here for you. If you need to be.
You speak to Marin, and there's no reaction at first, but her free hand, which is the one that's all charred and burnt up from the arrow, presses into the ground, and she gets up to her feet. Is everyone alive? She asks, her voice somewhat normal, but her face is much less covert. Tears clearly running down her face as she tries to put on a brave face, or tone, I guess, and doesn't really do it.
I offer her a spare mask if you'd like to cover up and hide. I know what it's like. I lend her like a more like just straightforward wooden mask, if that just helps ease the pain a little bit. Not everybody made it though. The speaker did not, but I appreciate you coming to our aid. I wear this mask for a similar reason. If you need to hide the emotions, this one is free for you.
Marin takes the mask from you and holds in her hand, rubbing her thumbs over the wooden material. Thanks, Chiron. And she looks at you, and her eyes kind of drift to Cade's axe, and she smiles and pats you on the shoulder before walking past you. Was there anyone else doing stuff?
I would kind of a little curtly be trying to get Darmay back into I don't know, some form of cognition.
You speak to Darmay, and similarly to Marin, she doesn't respond, but as you get closer, she yelps again, full of fear, just like when Tiel fired the arrow. Her hands move towards you, to repel you, and her light magic fills them, but fizzles out and dissipates as she fails to summon magic.
Darmay, it's us.
Marin,
it's fine.
Marin sees this and rushes over to you and Darmay. And go ahead and say your thing.
The danger is over. Tiel is gone. Get a hold of yourself.
Marin takes Darmay by the hand. It's fine. We're alive. You did really well. She reassures the Echelor in a honestly not condescending, but like talking to a scared child. And Darmay is an adult. Mm-hmm. Darmay opens her eyes for the first time since the arrow and looks around. Did I drop it? She asks nervously, that usual bored tone replaced by a harried one, to which Marin nods.
I'm normal sized now, but I'm
okay.
It's been over a minute at this point.
Sure,
we're pushing at the end of the combat anyway. I walk over to Darmay and, in classic me style, pull out a buckler, hand it to her. Put this over your heart. Steel yourself from the fear.
Wow, what a good line. Holy shit.
Darmay is clearly, even more than Marin, really out of it right now. Is clearly way out of her comfort zone. And she almost on impulse, as you offer the shield, she reaches to grab it before even realizing what you were doing. But before you can have this honestly sweet moment, Amelia calls, "Help us!" She yells, and you turn, tears running down her face as well, her mask crumpled around her neck as her lips shake. Bring her back! Your heroes, do something!
I walk over I'm gonna try to get over there pretty quickly. Assert the situation.
No medicine check required at this point. She's dead. Mm-hmm.
Again, I straight up just sat down and slumped against this wall.
Yeah.
My pen is out, but I'm just sort of basically doing this. I'm just idly spinning it in my hands, lost in thought. I'm completely ignoring Amelia and mostly everyone else, actually.
Look, my fellow masked Avenger. Death is something that I will never be able to, get over myself. This person, unfortunately, has been greeted by it. As much as I would like to bring her and my own loved one back, I unfortunately think that time has taken her.
Amelia hangs on every word you're saying, like waiting for you to turn it around. That you say, "Oh, I can do this. Oh, I have a magical thing that's gonna save the day." And when you stop talking, she starts to rise and shoves you, but then crashes back to her knees, one hand still desperately gripping onto the speaker's arm. "This is all your fault!" She spits her words directly at you, Chiron. Marin looks at Wynn and Ash and Darmay. Can any of you... She doesn't finish her sentence, seemingly knowing the answer as she looks at the dead body of the speaker.
I walk over without saying anything and take...
I've been muted this whole time.
Oh, shit.
Oh no, Elise!
Oh, shit.
Well, hold on. Give Elise a second then. Did you want to do something?
I want to put like a hand on her shoulder, and if she'll allow it, bring her into a hug.
Oh,
and say,
Amelia?
"I'm sorry." Yeah.
No chance. If you like
No
attempt
chance?
to touch her, she is like honestly hostile right now, and I would consider like in combat levels of hostile, but she's falling apart mentally speaking.
Okay, I'll just sit down next to her, not even try to touch her. After she like pushes me away, and just say, "I'm sorry. She's gone."
She yells yet again, "Imperial fucking dogs! All of you!" Her anger turns the rest of you, but she's clearly looking at Marin. "We had hope for once. We had a chance. We had something they didn't have. And the moment we try to put our flag on the ground and say, 'This is ours, not your bloody empire's,' you show up and she's dead."
Whoa. Listen, I understand you want to be mad at someone, and I understand. Pardon myself, and I look at glance at Marin for a second, but I understand why you might have some resentment towards the Empire, but Tiel was not with us, and in fact...
When you say that, Amelia screams, cutting you off. "She's one of yours, isn't she? That was her, Tiel of Kinmar, and you, Marin, how convenient. How lucky that you're here, and all of your people live, and only one of us dies. Should be your body here, not hers." Marin moves a few steps closer to Amelia, who, as soon as
Before Marin speaks
Go ahead.
or does anything, Amelia, the speaker made a promise to me and I made a promise to her. She said she wouldn't die, and I said I would drag her spirit back from hell if I had to. I don't think I can, but I'll be damned if Tiel gets away with this.
When Marin took her step forward, Amelia palmed a brick that had been like knocked loose during the fighting and was ready to throw it. And then you interrupt and speak, and the brick just falls from her hand as she slumps on top of the speaker's body.
Amelia, we might not be able to bring her back, but we can make it right. We take who did this to her and take her out.
"Stay away from us." Amelia speaks, not speaking even to you, her face pretty much buried in the speaker's body, but she repeats, "Stay away from us."
This is not the time, perhaps, but before Tiel did this to the speaker, we overheard her and the speaker talking about a sort of deal the two had worked out. I assume you know nothing of this. I'm just looking for any clues that could help us track her down.
Yeah, why not? Fuck it. Actually, is Liar's Candle still lit?
No, I would have extinguished
All
it.
right, I was just curious. Amelia looks up a little bit at you, but not like fully even disconnecting herself from the speaker's body, and says, I had never seen her before. I didn't know. If I knew, I wouldn't have let it happen. There's nothing said for a while, or maybe there's just nothing to say. And Darmay places a hand on Marin's shoulder, who shakes her head. She doesn't know anything. Tiel would have killed her if she knew anything. Darmay, can you get them to safety? Darmay looks to Marin and nods. I believe so. Is anyone opposed to leaving now?
Is there, real quick, is there anything with the speaker's body besides they're just a human, right? Underneath the mask?
So they are just a regular looking person. Okay. Even Amelia looks, unique. Like she, has her cool armor and has her whatever that magic is, lets her make doubles of herself. The speaker just looks like an old motherfucker. And the fact that they were casting spells like that, they don't look like a wizened wizard. They just look like some middle-aged person. There's honestly nothing remarkable about them.
When you say opposed to leaving how much? Like leaving the
portal? Probably don't know where.
Marin is Darmay is raising her hands to begin her teleportation spell, but it's taking substantially longer than usual, presumably as she is struggling to control her magic yet again.
All right.
I don't want to leave Rockmar. I don't want to go back.
Yeah, where would we be going? Does the portal see, can we visually see through the portal? Where would we take?
I'll just Marin would just tell you, we're gonna go somewhere safe in the city.
Okay.
Oh, in this in this city, or the city back?
We're you say that, and knowing that Amelia is looking at knowing that Amelia is not focused on Marin and looking at the corpse. To your question, Marin nods but does not verbally say it.
Okay. I will turn to Amelia and say, look, when that incident happened in my life, I wanted nothing to have but time alone with the person I loved one last time. Whether or not I could get that closure that I could ever get, I offer you that now. Take all the time you need with her, but we will make it right on your accord. I promise that. Best of luck, a masked avenger. And I take my leave, and I walk away for her.
You fucking Sasuke sounding ass.
God damn it.
Amelia responds one last thing to Chiron, which is just, I don't need your pity. I need you all to leave us alone.
It's not pity. It's time with your loved one last time with your loved one. Cherish it while you can.
The other people are starting to arrive at the end of the bridge now, from the camp below, and it's everyone is arriving at the same time, clearly as if they were hiding or waiting out while what was obviously a superhero fight going on. But even now, seeing Marin there, no one crosses the bridge. Even seeing the speaker's body laying on the ground in the distance, everyone just kind of stands and watches.
When she disappeared, did all the weird flamey shit disappear?
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
It's normal here now, minus all the destruction.
It's also wildly sunny.
Yeah, it's very bright.
It lasts for an hour, right?
Yeah.
It's this is the fucking end of goddamn what do you call it? End of the Zabuza arc, and it's instead of the snow, it's on the ocean. It's the sunlight in the middle of the snow radiating down on the speaker's corpse.
God damn it.
I would like to do technically two things before we go. I would like to walk up to Amelia and the speaker, start to take off my backup heavy shield from my back, because of course I have one of those, and motion to Amelia may I?
You may not.
Okay. Put it on
She's
my back.
not. She's Jennifer, of anyone to you, she seems the least hostile. But like even to that, she's not reacting positively in any way.
It's a thing I would try anyway as Joker.
Oh yeah.
It's like I know I failed to protect her, but I wanted to give her this to protect her in the afterlife, if nothing.
Do you leave it there, or do you like turn to walk away?
I'll leave it there.
You leave it there, and then when you step away, Amelia does reach and pull it closer. Not like placing it there, but pulling it closer.
Oh.
Is there a way we can contact you? If we find who did this, if I can, I'd like you to be there when we get revenge.
I never want to see any of you ever again.
Fair enough.
Oh, come on! I thought you would want to see me, of course.
Fellow master.
Come on!
I thought she'd want to see TL again to kill her, but you know.
How's that portal doing?
It's ready to go whenever you guys are done doing story.
Yeah.
I'm done.
As like just as I'm about to walk through the portal, I say, if you need anything, ever, find us and we will do everything in our power.
You guys are the worst. She wants you to leave her alone. You
No,
want
and then I
to
walk
speak
away.
for her in your entire life and
Okay.
leave her alone.
Like usual, like the rune forms around you on the ground, and you are all like
charisma.
Yeah.
elevated for a second, and then you crash through what would have been the floor, but then you land. Did I not write this down? Oh yeah. After a few seconds, you all fall, landing in snow outside Hedge's Corner.
Oh, thank Christ.
The tavern from the beginning of the time in Strainmar. And with that, we're going to say everyone takes a long rest.
Thank
Don't worry about resetting your shit too hard right now, because we are basically at the end of the episode.
I'm just gonna make sure I uncheck the level of exhaustion from my character sheet.
That's the number one.
Fun little recap. Who was unconscious the most times in that fight?
Oh,
Me and Chiron were both
Yeah, I
twice.
think they were both twice.
I was twice at minimum. Yeah.
Both of you roll a d20 for me. This is not like an important roll. It's just kind of a flavor fun.
Do you have a concussion?
When do you want us to reveal the numbers?
Whenever. 3, 2, 1.
7.
My net failed.
Damn.
It was just a higher. It was just a higher number roll to see who we start with. Chiron.
Yeah.
You wake up. Luckily, not in the cold snow with, TL hanging overhead at Aurora, but in a warm tavern bed. You are sore, but alive and seemingly okay.
Huh?
You make your way out into the tavern hallway, and you run into an awakening Ash, who is also here. For practicality, take this as a second to be like, any information that some of you would have and others didn't during the unconscious times that you were, everyone is aware of everything now.
Okay.
For cinematic reasons, we're going to stick with you two. Do you have anything to say to each other first before I move on?
Good to see you alive and kicking. I thought we would have lost you a couple times there, but thanks for the backup as well.
I nod and say, yes, nice to be alive, and well done to all of us for surviving.
I will say it's a doctor's duty to make sure that everybody's up and well, but I did this one as a friend. And I reach out my hand and for a handshake.
And all the who's and
Yeah,
who's say Chiron's small heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Nice, got it. That's Grinching coming soon, by the way.
I will, again, somewhat absent-mindedly shake his hand back.
Okay, all right.
My mind's still racing. I'm like half focused on this conversation, half focused on trying to reorganize all my thoughts.
To Zach, where I reach out my hand and
Terrible.
But I will take the handshake.
You two descend down the stairs of the tavern to find you are in Hedge's Corner. Largely empty now. The only people here appear to be employees, and only a few of them even remain. All of them far away from the bar except for the barkeep, and keeping their eyes fixed on the bar. Because sat at the bar is Marin, who to most people is the closest thing that is, to Spider-Man. And Marin is drinking, let's just call it heavily.
Yeah.
She looks at you two as you descend and opens her mouth to speak, but can't seem to find what to say before settling on, "You all right?"
Goodness me. I'm sorry, I'll probably look as drenched with this burnt up mask. I changed my mask out to something a little bit more or less repulsive. Probably the Keaton mask with the gas masks. So instead of this Oni one that's fucked up, pretty melted. There, that's a little bit more presentable. Hopefully you're holding up as well. You and your other friend who caused the mystical barrier. I appreciate you guys coming when you did.
Darmay is sat far, she's not in hearing you distance unless she's really trying to. She sat by the fire in the other room of the tavern and is just kind of keeping herself to herself. Marin gestures to the seats at the bar beside her for you two.
I'll take a seat.
Yeah, I'll take a seat.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Wynn takes a seat, but give me a second on the rest of the party.
Sure.
That's totally fine. Marin speaks. "I'm sorry. I didn't know. If I knew, I never would have sent anyone but myself."
It's just me and Ash right now.
And Wynn, sure.
And me.
Wynn here too. Okay. Go ahead, Ash.
I'm going to say something mildly shitty.
Hey, join my life. I was going to comment on her skin, so if you didn't do that.
Don't do that.
I'm going to, in a very exhausted and sarcastic tone, go, "So, who should I expect to try and kill me next? Is it Lav or Emil's turn?"
Wow.
Oh,
Damn.
Marin is holding her stein and actually smiles at that. And she goes, I hope for you it's less. She's really old. You could probably take her."
Look, when I said I wanted to coaster,
I chuckle under my breath and go, "I'll keep that in mind. Thank you."
When I said I wanted a closer inspection to make sure I could check the talents, we'll say, of these heroes, I did not expect a full-fledged interaction with them, a forced interaction in that capacity. No. I'd rather study them in a different way, but please, the next one you send or has happened, can we get a little bit of a heads up instead of an assassination attempt?
Wynn, you got any quips? She's actually enjoying this. Like the fact that you guys are kind of responding with levity, even if Chiron's is not meant to be read as levity, she's reading it as such. Marin clearly appreciates this gesture.
Hey, Marin.
That's
I think I like your wife.
Shocking, because I was happy and kitty.
What'd you say, Wynn?
I don't think I like your wife.
We're gonna take this as reconvening time. So I was gonna open up to Wynn, but she's already at the bar. That's fine. Everyone, when you awake from your long rest, let's say you all return to the main tavern floor of Hedge's Corner. What do you all do, i.e. Junver and Alistair? Are you guys also coming and sitting at the bar? Are you joining on this clearly? Let's talk about that shit happening time. Or are you just not engaging with this? Are you sitting at a distance?
I would like to order a drink from the barkeep. The bird owes me one.
It's Marin's treat at this point, but yeah, go ahead.
Bird still owes me one.
I nod to that. I nod to that. I'm a bird. I'm a bird of my word.
Come to collect.
Also,
I grab a drink, just kind of without motioning to Marin, just kind of clink my mug to hers, and then just sit down.
While he does that, I slide over my the gimmick mask over to Ash too. Ash, you promised it would mean the world.
I chuckle. I chuckle again. Put the mask on and go, "Do I need to do anything special for this, or does this just work now?"
I assume it's how it works. That's what Billy told me.
I mean, you've seen Billy use it. You saw how it works.
All right, now I take the mask back. And...
Then my voice is yours. Please don't do anything too ridiculous with it. And hand it back.
And I put the mask on. My voice is yours. I promise I won't be ridiculous. Guys, you are such ignorant species sometimes. Okay, and I take the mask off. How was that, Ash? I think I nailed it pretty well.
Why are you a robot now?
You should take to the stage, Chiron. Certain you'd kill.
I don't want
Alistair.
that.
What are you doing? Everyone else is currently sitting at the bar besides you.
Yeah, we're drinking. I'll sit near, but not super close. Is it? No, I was gonna say it would be super gauche if I like had my guitar out like in the bar and wasn't playing for the bar. I would be playing for myself. That's not really.
I mean, is that very Alistair? It doesn't matter if it's kosher.
No, I wouldn't be doing that. I think he still has enough decorum to. I don't want to kill the vibes. Yeah. No, I'm just.
Should sing a song about a spurned ex.
Play Taylor Swift. I'm sure Marin would love that right now.
Yeah.
We Swifties up in here.
We are never, ever, ever getting back together.
So the five of you sit at the bar, and Alistair sits nearby. And Marin speaks. It's been years since I've seen Tiel. We did not separate amicably, as I'm sure you're aware. We knew she was dangerous. We knew she was doing whatever was making her like that. I just never thought, well, I never wanted it to be her. I don't know if she's funding them, leading them, or if they are the ones that did that to her, but she wants to shatter the hearth. I should have killed her. I should have never let her leave Rontmar alive, but of everyone in the Shatterers, the only one we know for sure is Tiel.
Huh.
Jinx.
I owe you a beer.
I get why you didn't tell us.
Yeah.
But also, you probably should have told us
Yeah,
that.
that kind of sucks.
So, hold on. To Jennifer, I wanted to tell everyone she was lost. That Tiel the hero was no more. The Emperor, polite words, has refused to hear me out, not without proof at least. I guess I have that. He said the people couldn't think a hero was a threat to the Empire. He was so worried about how the Empire would look, the Guild would look, the Guard. Old fucking asshole.
Sorry, we just got a raid in the middle of that. Fuska, thank you so much.
Should I repeat the line?
Yeah, just so we don't have Yu-Gi-Oh dropping over you.
Time.
Thank you, Raiders, though. What's up?
TL says, screw the rules, I have money.
Right at the beginning, where we're about to go into a fight. God, that would be perfect.
Ex-wives of chains.
I didn't know they were
That
into that.
was really good.
See, now you have to keep the Yu-Gi-Oh thing in because that was a really fucking good joke.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. Whatever. Also, when they're into that as a good joke, thank you. She says to Jennifer, saying that I wish you told us. I wanted to tell everyone she was lost. That Tiel the hero was no more. The Emperor refused to hear me out. Not without proof, at least. He said the people couldn't think a hero was a threat to the Empire. He was so worried about how the Empire would look, the Guild, the Guard. Old fucking asshole.
I get that.
I got it.
How many years ago did the Sky Eater get blown up, get vanished?
208 or
Some
something like that.
change.
Okay. Yeah.
I get that the Emperor wasn't into that, but like we already saw that. We already dealt with Arle. At that
Arle
point,
had her own shit going on.
I know Arle had her own shit going on, but we already dealt with the fact that like
Heroes could get
the
bad.
heroes are not perfect.
Pull Buddy's nerfing.
Why not just nobody is? I get that. At that, like, if we already dealt with Arle, what's... And I don't mean like in terms of difficulty, but in terms of like knowledge, what's What's another one?
What do you mean by another one?
Another fallen hero.
Learning another hero had done
Yeah,
bad
like
things.
learning there's another fallen hero. As much as like RLA wanted to save the world in her own way, based on what Tiel said, I wouldn't be shocked if she believes she's trying to save the world in her own way.
When she left, I mean, she was off the rails, and what's happened to her? That's what too much magic looks like. Kasira says it's raw magic living in her body, and it's an addiction. Tiel always hated feeling weak and powerless to change things, but that I had convinced myself that she must have died. I just wanted it to be true. It was easier. And she puts her head in her hands. I'm so fucking stupid.
We all feel weak when we can't save someone. I feel pretty bad that I couldn't save the speaker. Just hours before, I told the speaker that she had to promise me she wasn't gonna die last night, and if she would, I would drag her back, and I can't. I can't take back that promise. I can't undo her death. And I feel horrible that I wasn't strong enough, that I couldn't take TL. That doesn't mean we're gonna end up like her. You need to trust us with some of this information. Let it, like, are there others? Is TL the only one?
Oh, okay, so Jennifer's main curiosity here is like, what's up with the rest of the heroes?
Yeah.
Well, it's be honest with us.
Right. Okay,
Like-
and to that, Marin nods. And she goes, okay, full transparency. What do you want to know? What can I tell you?
Well, at this point, I'm going to assume we're among the people who know the most about goings-on of the cult and some of the former heroes and many
The Shatterers.
issues that plague our lovely society we have. But it feels like there's so much we don't know, and if you know more... Hell, everything, I guess.
We've known about the Shatterers for at least a few years now. We know that at least some people within the Shatterguard and the Noble's Court either support them or are them. Vessler got close to infiltrating their ranks, I guess, but I guess they smelled the blood in the wall and cut off contact before he could find out anything of real value. We didn't know until now if TL really was one, but she's broken into fortresses across the Empire looking for something. I wish I knew what. And I really wanted it to be someone else, but it had to be her, and it was her. As of now, the six of us, Darme, Vessler, Kasira, Les, and Emil, are the only ones who know the Shatterers exist. And the six of us are the only ones who know TL is one of them.
Okay.
She was here working with a group called the Menders. Whether it was their intention or not, TL seemed to be using them to start a civil war between the people of this town and the Keltier family. Do you have any idea what she could have gained from something
When?
like this?
Yeah.
In the fairness of it's been a month, do you remember what TL was saying to the speaker, and would you like a recap?
I would like a recap. It was something about a plan they had, a deal they had.
Yeah, so the gist, you obviously didn't hear the whole thing. The gist of what you heard was that something about TL was supposed to give a crystal to the speaker and did not follow up on their side of the bargain. TL replied something needs more time to incubate.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna tell that to Marin. Say there was something about a crystal that was supposed to be given to our friends, our dead friend, and it needed to incubate. Is what Tiel said. What I heard. I didn't catch most of it.
Marin takes a long time and like thinks about this, really like hard, like focused thinking. She does want a civil war. She wants them to fight each other.
Is she going to
Because she...
make another big crystal?
Did she say anything when she was fighting all of you? I'm gonna be nice because
She did a lot.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
go
no,
ahead.
she said something about feeding us to it.
Oh yeah.
It needed to feed, yeah.
Yeah.
It needs dead magic. And Marin's eyes widen and she looks up. There's a spawn? A spawn. This is a history thing. And
Should we
roll a
make
history
or you
check,
just-
whoever wants to. This is it doesn't need to be good, is what I'm gonna say. Yeah, right. This is pretty pervasive knowledge. We're pretty
Ooh,
well
19.
known.
15.
Chiron's thinking about cheese. He's very like,
Much dairy.
Cheese is good.
Much dairy.
So Spawn, not the comic book. Spawn are things that the Sky Eater created. They were effectively her army. They are literally made of her. Like she would pluck pieces off and they would become tangible living monsters. And a very large part of what the guild was doing for the 200 years until now was killing them, hunting them. They are monsters that just, terrorize countrysides. They are basically mindless, purely destructive creatures that feed on killing shit. They kill stuff to become bigger and stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The vast majority of them have been killed. Mostly big ones. They keep getting bigger over time, which means they're easier to eventually find and kill.
Mm-hmm.
The exception of this is the sea. The sea is fucking full of them because it's a lot harder to hunt underwater things.
Yeah, that tracks.
I can confirm from previous D&D campaigns, don't go in the ocean.
Yes.
Boats are bad.
So Marin says it's a spawn. But why would there be a spawn in a city like this?
Could be with Celtius.
Question.
Yes.
Based on that history check, is it like common or reasonable knowledge that like a spawn could have like a crystal core to them?
Marin doesn't seem to know. Like it does not make a connection there.
Because if Tiel promised a crystal to the speaker and the crystal needed time to grow, presumably if she means the spawn, presumably that the crystal is part of a core. How's the crystal related to the spawn, I guess is my question.
You don't know that? Like as a base history thing.
Yeah,
to your knowledge.
He's saying the question out loud,
Yes,
like how
Yes. And
how
Marin
is the
is
crystal related to the spawn?
Marin is equally confused. I don't know. I mean, like it's not like I've killed plenty of spawn. They don't shit out a crystal when they die.
Jumver's gonna accidentally out Ash.
No. Damn it.
She was interested in like stuff we had, like a crystal, part of a tiny piece of a crystal.
What kind of crystal?
From
I sigh very heavily and sort of hijack this conversation. I reach my pocket and pull out the piece of crystal I have. Which none of you guys. Here's a question, Chris. Do any of them notice that it's bigger than it used to be?
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Because I never revealed that.
it's what?
I still have not revealed I got that piece from Tia that fused into this one.
Perception check from whoever would like be like, oh shit, looking at it again.
I think I would.
Yeah, I mean,
Perception, I would. I
that's a
honestly think
24.
I trust Ash to present the thing
I
forward.
got a 19.
I got 20.
I feel like there's a small chance I would as a craftsman, so I'm just gonna self-roll at disadvantage because I feel like that's a low chance.
I love when y'all give yourself disadvantage. It's like actually
Oh
awesome.
no, I got like a 3, so we're good.
Alistair, it doesn't look quite how you remember it. Win, that thing is bigger, isn't it? Or are you imagining that? You present it, and Marin like picks it off of.
Yeah, no, I say, I pocketed this when we were in Bright Harbor. The suspect we had about 5 pieces of these. I handed 4 of them to the Shadow Guard and pocketed 1 for myself. Sorry about that. I'll take whatever guild violation you have to whatever that causes.
She takes the crystal and examines it.
Yeah, Tiel, without even seeing this, Tiel knew I had this on me and definitely seemed to have some desire for it.
I'll add, because I know I fucked up. We didn't know who to trust back then, so we didn't, give you all the crystal or all of them to the Shadow Guard. We didn't know.
I think you can understand.
Hold on, fuckers. A lot of things here. So when you're Ash, you're explaining your bit of the conversation there, and then we'll go jumper and then Win. To Marin, and like she's examining the crystal, like looking, turning it in her hand, like backward. You explain the thing about the Shadow Guard, and she goes, "Wait, you willingly kept this in the Shadow Guard?"
Yep.
I mean,
Fuck yeah,
you literally
that's baller. Hell yeah. She's like, I really always hated the Shadow Guard. I thought it was a terrible idea. You're the best.
I probably wouldn't say what I said then, so we'll just retract that statement.
Wayne, did you want to say something?
I mean, yeah, like you said, some of them are involved with the Shatters, so I guess we're right.
Yeah, trust no one. I'm all about that. Hey, Darmay, can you take a look at this? And Darmay, somewhat unhappily, like kind of pouting, comes over and examines the crystal, and she channels magic for a few seconds and then sets it back on the bar, like folding her arms and looking confused. It's not magical. And Marin's like, what? No, literally, it's like it's the opposite of magic. I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't make any sense. And I'm gonna say for brevity, like you explain the whole thing to Darmay, because I'm not fucking do that shit again.
Yeah.
And you're all looking at it. So what if she figured out a way to turn Spawn into whatever the fuck this is? Like if it's not magic, right? If it's something that shouldn't exist. The Sky Eater shouldn't exist. She's not from here. So what if this is like that?
I mean, Jones was a Shatterer, so that would make sense, yeah.
Yeah, but he was in league with the Shatterers.
Why the fuck would they give some random crocodile in some podunk town whatever the fuck this is? And you said it made him like big and strong, right?
Oh yeah, he almost killed us. It was a little rough. He's a big, strong crocodile.
Maybe like the 3rd time we've nearly died to some kind of monstrosity. Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So either there's one of these here, one of these anti-crystals, and she needs it, and somehow the Civil War is gonna make it good for her, or there's a Spawn here, and Spawn have something to do with these, or she was just lying.
I don't think it was the last one.
She's really good at lying.
In the middle of a fight when she assumed she was gonna kill all of us, though?
No, that was a joke. It's like she's not.
Oh, okay.
She believes you to be correct.
If you allow me,
Trevor also didn't get the joke and responded in kind.
if you allow me to keep that, and I make it back, and we make it back to Ronmar live, I know someone who probably knows more about crystals than anyone else in the world who I can talk to.
She returns it to you.
Thank you.
Okay. First, any more questions for Marin before I proceed with the wrap up?
I have one last one.
Yeah, go for it.
Are there any other heroes we should be worried about or that are a little bit sus? Whether they be currently allies or not?
Full rundown. Marin, I'm going to talk not as Marin, but this is what Marin is saying. Marin, as you're well aware, is on your side at least. Tiel, no good.
Not
No bueno.
Arle, Cade, Talor, Raviom, Hepturn, Donat, all dead. Raviom actually question mark.
Yeah.
Sorry, Raviom question mark. Marin believes him to be dead, although they have no confirmation of that.
I was gonna say
Arle was dead too, so
Raviom dead too.
Raviom-
Raviom also thought, or at least hoped, Tiel was dead. I don't trust Raviom's dead.
Well, for what note, Marin's rationale is that Ravion was human.
Oh, it's
So
been
like
200 years.
it's been 200 years.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
maybe she's a lich.
Hey.
So magic bullshit aside, he's dead.
Yeah, unless he figured out immortality spell, dude's probably dead. Is her assumption.
Fair.
So that leaves herself. Yes. Tiel, bad. Kasira, who you guys all know as the headmistress of the academy. Kasira is Marin's closest confidant, and the fourth head of the guild. And we'll talk about Kasira actually in a second, so I'm not gonna dwell too much on that. The last two are Les Carverstone. Hey, patron Les. Les is a semi-active hero for the guild. She lives in a small town that she is like the regional hero of and handles anything remotely nearby. Marin has pressured her several times to retire as she is quite old now. She has categorically refused.
Can't wait till Les comes to kill us.
I was gonna say,
We're not retiring.
I don't want to say this, but hey, one of the people you married also has tried to kill us.
True.
So maybe be suspect of these people anyway.
Yes. She trusts Les, is what I'm telling you here.
Okay.
The last is Emil Dull. Hey, name credit Naro Kehangi. Emil is retired, effectively. He still holds a title as a Lord Protector of the Empire and still is a hero, but is effectively done with the guild. He responds to letters when Marin sends them, but they're not hanging out on the weekends. He is a professional monster hunter now. He hunts monsters.
Nice. Good for him.
What's his weapon? He a gun lance or a bow gun kind of guy?
Big hammer.
Shields?
Big old
Hammer.
hammer.
Ooh, spicy.
Vibe check on could be doing some baddie things on the down low or trust fully.
I have never trusted Emil fully. He's a wild card is the best way of saying it.
Okay.
I love Emil in a certain way, like that cousin you see every once in a while. This is mean. If Emil is a Shatterer, I'm not terribly concerned about it. I could kick his ass if I needed to. Pretty easily.
Okay.
Don't tell him I said that. He'll get a real attitude about
What
it.
about okay? So you can kick his ass. What about us?
She's like, I don't know. You guys lived against TL, so you got a shot.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
Emil,
We really did.
Emil is off the radar in a lot of ways. He also doesn't like TL, so
That's a good sign.
I think we're good there.
That's a good sign. We should hit him up.
He kind of just wants to drink and fuck now that he saved the world. That's kind of been his whole thing, which I know sounds very reasonable, but it has been 200 years.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, I respect that. That's an
Merrin clearly
ambition.
has some frustrations towards Emil, whereas Les, she was like, yeah, this is great.
Okay.
Okay.
That was my last. Sorry.
Anyone else? Before
No,
I-
please.
Great.
No.
You're not gonna turn on us, are you?
Take us home.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if you want out, I understand. I don't just mean this mission. The guild, if you want to leave it behind, I won't blame you. But I have a distinct feeling you're all gonna tell me to shut up.
Well, not shut up, but I need to kick TL's ass first, of course.
Anybody want out?
If you, it's
Never thought about it more than I did this morning, but I suppose this is a mystery I'd rather not leave unsolved.
It's fascinating. Half these members of these ancient fighters were appearing to have been deceased, and now they're not. So I'm very intrigued and want to learn why that is. Count me in.
If everyone else here is in, I wouldn't rather be anywhere else.
Yeah. This is where we do
Well-
our best work.
Well, if you're certain. Marin turns and hops off the stool, taking a step towards the door, and turning back to address you all, like she's giving a speech. We have a dangerous fugitive ex-wife on the loose, possibly here in Straymar, possibly not at all. Let's do some hero shit. 1. We need Kasira on high alert for TL, scrying every fucking bit of the Empire looking for her magic. But I don't want to leave this city unguarded from TL in case she comes back. I don't think she will, because she doesn't want to fight me for reasons.
I wonder why.
For ex-wife reasons?
If they fight, it would just be too sexy.
She
So-
might fall for you again.
So, here's the deal. You can either leave the mess in Straynmar to me, Darmay will take you all back to Rontmar, she'll inform Kasira, and you 5 will stay in Rontmar, put the whole fucking guild on high alert for TL until she's caught. We can get Lester to Kasira to watch over the city, or we all die. That's option 1. Or, you 5 stay here with Darmay and find out what TL was looking for, and either get it, destroy it, or kill it. And if you even so much as sniff TL, you get the fuck out of here, and Kasira and I will get here as fast as possible to handle it. It's your call.
Yeah,
Sorry, I don't mean to speak for everyone, but number 2.
I'm in full agreement. We've done a lot of work here, and I think we, at this point, know more.
She can't catch me off guard twice. Well, maybe twice, but not a third time. That for damn sure. Plus, we owed the speaker, as John Perez mentioned. It reminded me of somebody I lost, and I can't have that happen again, so TL will pay for what she did. If she comes across us again, at least.
I would love nothing more than to get the fuck out of this town, but I still owe Junver a drink, so I'll stick around to repay that.
Darmay interjects. Hold on. Marin, you think it's best that I stay and do this? And Marin looks at Darmay. Look, it's now or never. As a friend, I love and respect you, but you can do this. You are fucking Echelor. You could take that stupid pale star out of the sky if you wanted to. You just need to do it. And Darmay, you're the only one that could, in theory, get them out if TL is here. And Darmay sort of unhappily agrees. Marin steps forward and, okay, shut up and don't make fun of me, because Cade used to do this and somehow it sounded inspirational when he did it. And she puts her fist forward and like, hands in, come on.
I put my hand in.
Yeah. He gets it.
I
she
put a
gets it.
buckler on my wrist first, and then I put my hand in.
I use Cade's axe instead, where my hand would be.
I just put my hand in. I'm not doing anything special with it.
Darmay begrudgingly does it as well. Okay, let's save the world. God damn it, how did he make that sound good? And next time on Saving Throw, we will reconvene and possibly, maybe finish out the Strainmar arc.
Oh shit, really?
Let's go.
50-50.
Okay, that's a no.
Okay, that's a no probably, but that's okay.
Also, sorry, real quick, I'm gonna splice this back in the edit. For surviving Tiel of Kinmar, everyone learns a feat of their choosing.
Oh, shit. I know exactly what I'm taking.
This changes everything.
This changes everything. Folks, that's going to do it for Saving Throw with 12 o'clock. Sorry, we started a little late and then ran a little over. If you enjoyed this, you can, of course, find all of our stuff on twitch.tv/SaveDataTeam, youtube.com/SaveDataTeam. And hey, thanks for sticking with us for a year of this. It's been a blast.
Yeah.
See, we are not even close to the end of season 1. I thought we'd be much further along. That's on me, and that's on pacing.
So that's on.
It's also on only playing once a month.
Yeah. But thank you all for joining us. Until next time, you're all beautiful. A ding, ding, ding. Time for art.
Starting off art this week, Ham. With hello, I've been working on some more character art of all the party. Here's an Ash and a Win. These are so good.
Cool.
Oh,
really
damn.
Yeah, and like the backgrounds and everything on both of them.
Yeah.
Thank
really,
you.
really
I
sick.
love that.
So good.
Is that like when in the dreamscape?
I think it's in the Astral Sea, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good. These are awesome, man.
I love the constellations on the shell.
Yeah, on the shell.
That's really
I was like-
good.
Half the reason I chose Turtle was because of those constellations.
It's
on the
really
shell.
sick. It's really awesome. And yeah, the Ash is incredible too. Hell yeah. And speaking of talented, Emerald Scholar with, I'm just gonna leave this little pretty boy here. I hope I did him justice, and happy anniversary. Yeah! This is
Thank you.
Fuck
this is a
yeah.
really good answer. Also, a really good
He's
background.
blinged the fuck out.
I know. I was just thinking like the background's incredibly detailed. What the hell?
No, and like the lighting and everything of like him being under the tree.
Yeah, like the
is
tree.
really
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
And I love the jewelry you have on him. It's really, really fitting. Hell yeah.
Green's a good look. You should do that next time we do a costume change for an arc.
Yeah. And we got a Chrono Wizard. With a bunch of different things from this episode. No thoughts, head Angie.
We have Junver with what appears to be the Chiron and Tiel on his shoulders. I just looked at the bottom left corner.
Oh shit, yeah.
She's got Heelys on.
Zoom in on that.
If an enemy approached me with Heelys, I don't know what I'd do. I think I would just give up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no, I'm terrified.
Like, how do you fight that which has nothing to lose?
Chris is now quickly rewriting one of Drake's potential items to be the wheeled boots.
The wheeled boots of fury.
The wheeled boots of alacrity. Literally just magical heelys.
They're not. You can't have them in any schools though. They're banned in all schools.
You can't wear them around the guild.
There was a Healy incident that we're still not over.
Chris saying, ask a hero if he or she is thinking. And Alistair, are you sinking? Are you sinking?
Where's Scarecrow?
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Our Captain Riggedy came up with the idea of the Jumper, the Karen and Tiel on Jumper shoulders.
Really good.
And then in the bottom right hand corner,
Anyway,
Zach.
here's Fireball.
That's good.
Yep.
And then dead center we have
I love that was the
TL.
entire inspiration for the character.
I mean,
Yes.
you know, more things came from it, but I had never played a bard.
But that was
before,
how you pitched it.
and I was
that was the initial.
I'd never played a bard before, and I was like, yeah, let's do this. This will be funny.
Really? That's surprising.
I know.
Heelys will be sponsoring Saving Throw panel at the con. Do you think we can get a Heelys sponsorship?
No.
I don't.
We better get a normal spot.
Yeah.
They need the marketing, maybe. I don't know.
We've only had
Heelys
one
still around?
sponsor.
I was gonna say, do they still exist, or is
Oh,
it
they
just like off?
They
definitely
have
still
to.
exist.
They have to. Folks, yeah, that's
gonna do it.
Gonna do it. This was another great
Late
session.
night, but appreciate you as always.
Y'all are the best for hanging around and watching, and yeah, thank you for 1 year of this show.